Hello, this is Carolyn from Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and I've been working on a little project today from the Christmas at Meadowview Lane collection from Shabby Art Boutique. This kit is available in the Etsy shop, and I'll put a link to it in my description. This came to me, and I started piddling around with it. I had kind of wanted to try some kind of a three-dimensional project, so I'm supposed to be doing all other kind of things today, but I had to get this finished and so I could see what it was going to be like and share it with you. My plan is to do at least one more, maybe two, to make a set with the different scenes from this kit. So I'll show you what I did. I decided to do a three-dimensional fireplace, and that was the beginning. And I've got my light shining on this different, so hopefully you can see the shadows. Maybe will let you see the dimension on it. I started with the fireplace and kind of worked it out, and then I added all these other elements. And after I decided on the background, the wall, and the floor, I determined what size it was going to be, and it ended up being 11 by 11. So I wasn't sure where I was going to get something 11 by 11 to mount it on, but lo and behold, I got a new comforter the other day, and when I took the packaging off, it was wrapped around this thick cardboard, so that's what I've used. So the edges aren't very fancy. I did kind of paint them white, but the main thing was to finish the front of this so I could share it. The first thing I did was I uploaded the element file of the fireplace to my print and cut on my Cricut. So it is sized down somewhat. The size of the fireplace is approximately 6 by 6, and so I don't know how you would go about making it that size, but that's what I did. But the print and cut feature didn't work very well because this has some shading and stuff on the edges and didn't have a clear defined edge on it. So I used the one that the print and cut did for the very first thing that I put down, and that would be the whole fireplace, candles, the fire, everything. And then on the others that I had printed out, I went ahead and fussy cut out myself. And what I did on this layer that you see right here was just merely cut out the opening to the fireplace so that the fire would be back in there. And then on the third copy that I printed, I cut out the packages and the stocking, and that made my 3 layers. These layers are mounted with foam, the foam tape little pieces to give it that dimension and raise it up. For the background, I wanted a wall pattern for the background and then something different for the floor. So the wall is a pink kind of ticking stripe, and I had to put it across this way to get my 11 inches. And then the floor is a green plaid, and those are just glued straight on the cardboard. After I figured out what I was going to do on the fireplace, I started gathering other elements from the kit and printing those out to use. This is a large tree from the Elements file, and I couldn't use the whole tree, so I just cut it in half as if it's off of the picture here, but it was perfectly fit in where I wanted it to as a Christmas tree in the house by the fireplace. I decorated this tree by using some little, I think they're metal, little plastic or metal dots that I had as ornaments. I used my stickles the clear stickles on the little berries that were on the tree. And I used some pearl trim, and I just glued it on. I used the Fabri-Tac glue for that, and that seems to be holding those fine. And then I wanted to put roses on, and I wanted them to have dimension, and I really love these paper roses. I'm not sure where I got them. Probably from Hobby Lobby or maybe I ordered them. Anyway, these are there's several different pinks in the package that I got, and these are the pale pink. They're paper roses. And I had some applique stars from some things my mother gave me, a whole trunk of stuff that she gave me. I found these in there. So I just put the star at the top of the tree and cut off the extra that was sticking out the edge. This little mouse down here, these mice I sized down a little bit too. They were on one of the regular 8.5 by 11 patterns that Carrie Ann gives us, and then they have to size down to about 6.6 inches wide to do the print cut on the Cricut. So that's how I sized those, and they seem to be in the right proportion for the vignette that I created here. This little mouse here is the baby, I think, and it's had an ornament in its hand, and I decided that it needed to be putting a rose on the tree. This little guy here has just come in from outside, and he's got a cup of sparkly peppermint sticks and some holly that he's brought to the party or to decorate with. And this is the mama mouse, and she is preparing tea. And I put some glitter on the edges of the teapot. I hope you can see that glitter. It's really pretty. I used the gold on there, and I used the gold on the fire in the fireplace and the flames on the candles. And I used the clear on the ornaments on the garland on the fireplace. I thought about putting some little greenery on there, but I decided I wouldn't. I just accented the ornaments. The stocking is 3D, and so I just tied a little bow at the top of it. It's tied onto the garland. And the fireplace had a bow printed on it right here, so I just added a bow with a crinkle ribbon. Then I had an empty spot up in here, so I found this wreath. I also did the print and cut on it, so it's downsized just slightly. Put some sparkle on the center of the poinsettias and added a bow. And I wanted a picture or something to hang over the fireplace, so I printed out one of the patterns that had pages that had some little words and stuff, and this one says Meadow Lane. And I just decorated it with pearls. I didn't have a frame for it, so I decorated it with a pearl frame and our paper roses up in the corner. I made this to hang on the wall because I wanted to put some lace at the bottom. And this lace that I have at the bottom is lace that my friend, I have to move this up this way. My friend hand dyed for me these two pieces. And rather than have perfection on the lace, I thought it was kind of neat to take this piece that she has given me and let that go. It's glued to the very bottom of the back side. And then this pink here is this wide. So I used hot glue on this stuff. I glued it here and on the bottom edge of our cardboard, and then it lays as a second layer of lace. And then I hot glued on the white lace that was something I purchased. The laces look so pretty layered like that. And then at the top, I have this neat, it's really very feminine and soft lace, and I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it's a stretchy lace, and it's actually an off-white, but I thought it looked really pretty with this. And I cut 2 long pieces and glued them on the back at an angle, and then tied this bow. So this will hang on the wall just like this. And I have enough of this lace to do the other pictures that I do if I decide to do some more, which I think I will. But I enjoyed doing the 3-dimensional. I have to apologize for my fingernails. I polished them so I would look nice, and then I ripped off the ends of it, peeling off all these little sticky things on the back of the 3D stuff. But what fun was that? And this is our inside scene, and then I think the next one I'll have an outside scene with the little Volkswagen and the tree and the snowman and mice. And then if I can pull together another one, I'll do one that's like in the bedroom with the little sleeping mice waiting for Santa Mouse to come. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It was fun to make and really not hard at all. I just kind of let it develop. I didn't really have a plan when I started, so I just started laying things out, and this is the size that it ended up. The trick to this is to pick your focal point, which is the fireplace for this, and get it printed out and determine the size of it and everything, and then build everything else around it that fits with the size and the theme of your focal point. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to do a quick little video to show it to you, and maybe inspire you to do something with your Meadowview Lane kit. And if you don't have one already, hop over to Shabby Art Boutique shop on Etsy and purchase this beautiful kit. There's so many possibilities with it, and I already have a few more ideas in my head. So all I need is time. So some of these days I'm going to have to do some housework, but not today. I enjoyed making this for you, and will enjoy hanging it somewhere in my house for Christmas time. So I hope you have a good evening, and I'll be back before you know it. I'll see you soon.